Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me for October 12th through the 18th, and I'm going to be using this GlamPlanner kit called Can I Keep You, I believe. I'm going to do this very quick flip through of the kit, and there it is. I'm going to go ahead and set the base and I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished setting the base and I'm going to go ahead and get started with Monday. I'm so excited that I'm using this kit because I feel like it's my first kind of like dark-ish Halloween spread. So I'm excited about that. So firstly, I wanted to mark reading. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to use one of these boxes. I think I'm going to use the red one. I like the red in this kit. It's not like too bright, but at the same time it's not that muted. And I'm going to use these stickers here from Keep It Simple stickers. I put that there. So I believe that on this Monday was Columbus Day, so we did not have school. So I wanted to mark that there was no Zoom meeting. So for that, I think I'm going to use a washi strip. I'm going to use this blue one here to mark that we didn't have Zoom, which is really cool. And then I did film a haul, well, a portion of a haul, because I already have another portion filmed already. I think I want to use one of these like spooky boxes with this like brownish background, like the washi here. So it's going to be the film. And then I did watch, like every Monday I like to watch SPC new releases video. So I'm probably going to use a washi strip to mark that. I'm going to use this brown one here. I don't know if I should put it there because it's going to cover this overlay. So I forgot to mention these overlays are for SPC as well as basically any other foil that I used here. And then I put like these little, they're not stars, but they look like stars in here in the lanterns, just give it a little bit more of a spooky touch. So this is going to be to mark SPC new releases. Let's see. Also on this day I wasn't feeling very energetic. I honestly felt that I need to introduce like some novelty in my life because my life has become more like routine and like I don't really go out anywhere because you know I work from home. But luckily on Wednesday we're gonna go and work on crafts, so that should be nice. But yeah, I think I need some novelty. I don't know if I should mark that. Let's see. And you know what? I think I'm going to mark it. I'm going to use a flag. I'm going to use this green one here. I'm going to mark, so I kind of journaled about that. And then I also did some creative journaling. So Amy Tangerine has this course on WildforPlanners. And basically she's has like this, I don't know if I would call it like a challenge, but she says that it's kind of like a homework assignment to creative journal every day for the month of October. So I decided to do that, and I've been doing that, and I've been loving it, loving it. So to mark that, I'm probably going to use another squared off box because these are super fun. I think I'm going to use this blue one here. I love these squared boxes. So I'm gonna, hopefully I don't run out of boxes. I have to be careful about that. So this is going to be for creative journaling. I'm not sure what I should use for that. Maybe I should use like a happy penny. Yeah, let's use a happy penny. I'm going to use this one here. There we go. That's super fun. Alright, so moving on to Tuesday, I'm going to start it off the same that I have been. Only this time I'm going to use a green box. Here we go. So again, I do read like for half an hour after I have lunch, and I've been loving that. And I've been loving the book I've been reading, honestly. Let me use another one of these stickers. There we go. And I did want to mark my Zoom meeting. For that, I am going to use one of these boxes. I think I'm going to use... I think this brown one. So this is going to be to mark that. And I'm going to use a laptop girl. I've been thinking about using these just because, like, I think they'd be kind of cute. Let me use one of these. So these are from Jessica Hart's. It's a luxury. Oh, I'm having trouble taking this off. There we go. Luxury backpack mini icon. Just gonna use this to mark my Zoom meeting. I'm not actually going anywhere, but you know, I thought that would be cute to touch. So then I also did edit my video, and I did end up posting it on this day. So I'm probably just gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna use this copper foil bow sticker from SPC. I don't know if I should use one of these. I guess I could, but I don't want to. I'm going to use this one instead. Some foil there. Hopefully, I don't know, I think sometimes I lay them down crooked. Oh no. Let's try that one more time. Okay, hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. Okay. And then I'm going to use this little flag for uploading my plan with me. And there we go. I'm going to use a YouTube penny. I think I'm going to use this one here. There we go. And then I did do the Amy Tangerine Creative Journaling, like I've said. I've been loving it. It's like so much fun. I do love to journal, but what I like about creative journaling is that it is very like freestyle. So you can like either write a paragraph, you can use stickers to express yourself, you can draw, you can use stencils, you can paint, you can use stamps. There's like there are like no limits to what you can do, I feel. So to mark that, so on this particular day, I did work on basically, I was thinking about the things that I want for the month of October. Like, what are the things that I want to call into my life? And it was a lot of fun. I used the worksheet that she provided in the course, but then I also used my own stickers from Happy Planner. Then I'm going to use a Happy Penny. I actually never thought I would like creative journaling, you know, but then I'm so happy that I gave it a shot. I think it's important to like try things even though you might not think you will like it, because you just never know until you try. And then I also wanted to mark, I have space for one more thing. Oh, you know what I want to mark? I'm going to mark the IG live that I watched with Charlasconluz. So this time it was with, the guest was Maria Celeste, who is, I don't know if you know her, but she is a journalist and reporter. But she basically had her own show with Arrojo Vivo, and she had it for a very long time. And she talked about how she was basically fired. She still gets paid, I think, for her contract, but basically, like, she's no longer working. And her story is just amazing. Like, she had so many obstacles in her life. She went through a very painful divorce. She went through an assistant who basically stole money from her. You know, just so many life stories about the difficulties that she went through. And I was like, wow. And she just looks like so happy and so content. And I just think it's amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Let's see. I don't know if I marked down. Oh, yeah. So I did mark down that she has a book. It's called Make Your Life Prime Time, which I really am interested in reading. Um, and then I guess like one of the things that I took away from that chat was that you need to follow your intuition, especially when making decisions, because I feel like sometimes like she said that basically when you need to make a decision, you kind of already know what you want to do, you know, which is kind of like an intuitive thing. But sometimes we ignore that intuition and we don't follow it and we go based off what other people say. But she basically makes the argument that you already know what you want from the start in your heart, you know? So it's like just do what your intuition tells you to do. And I think that's very important to remember. And she also mentioned to save and invest your money, which is very smart also. I think to mark that, I'm probably going to use, let's see. I think I want to use this Casper. I don't know. I think he's cool, so I'm going to put him right here. Yeah. There you go. All right, let's move on to Wednesday. I just really love those IG lives, honestly. They're just awesome. I'm so glad that I found her, that I found about her, because she does these interviews like every week. And like, you know, I do like podcasts, but at the same time I don't, because like, I don't know, I feel like I'm a very visual person and I like to see the people that are being interviewed as well as the person that is interviewing them. And with a podcast, you're just hearing, you know, you're hearing a conversation. But what I like about, you know, IG Lives is that it's live, first of all, and you get to see them, which I don't know, I really like that. I'm a visual person, so I love that. Okay, so what else am I going to mark? So we did have a Zoom meeting today, so I am going to use, I think, this green box here to mark that. I think I'm using way too many boxes. And I think I'm going to use another one of these backpacks because I just think they look really nice. Put her right here. There we go. And then I did film my plan with me. Let's see, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this little camera here. Something like that. There we go. And then I did edit video. So I'm going to use this label here to mark that. Let me know down below if you if you watch any IG lives. Let's see. I did put away groceries and I did. So I think I'm going to use a flag for that. I'm going to use the spooky one. Or should I just use something else? I'm thinking of using one of these. I guess I could use this little house here. Gonna use this little house for putting away groceries, and I put that super crooked. There we go. Oh, Another thing that I wanted to mark was that I started watching a new documentary. It's called The Three Deaths of Marisela Escobedo. And so basically her daughter was with this man whom she had a child with. So they were in a relationship, but basically he killed her. And like this mother was just so strong because her daughter was killed and she wanted to get justice for her daughter. So the story, well, I don't want to give any spoilers. Well, basically, the documentary centers on her trying to get this man to pay for what he did. And this happened in Mexico, and I think it was Ciudad Juarez, if I'm not mistaken. But it's really good. I highly recommend it if you're into documentaries. And I think I'll put one more thing. I'm gonna mark creative journaling again with this happy penny. I don't know what I can use to mark creative journaling in the future. We'll see. Sun burnout on Thursday. I use this box here. There we go. There we go. So I did have my Zoom meeting, so that's the first thing I'm going to mark. I'm going to use this round box here. There we go. I'm going to get my backpack. That's a little... There we go. And then again, I did my creative journaling and I basically was answering a question. So this was from a book that I was reading. The question is, what would you do if you had $10 million? If you had that money and you didn't have to worry about, making ends meet or anything like that, what would you do with your life? And I felt like that was a very powerful question. So I'm not sure what to mark that with. Maybe I can use this little thought bubble to mark that right there. And then I didn't have any additional Zoom meetings, but I did want to mark cleaning the bathroom, so I'm going to use this washi strip for that. Right here. Let me get my penny. I know I took her out. Yeah, there she is. Going to use this small one. She's tiny. Let's see if I'm still in frame. And then I did vacuum on this day, so I do want to mark that. Vacuuming. I actually like vacuuming now more on Thursdays than I do on Fridays, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Because on Fridays, I kind of want to make it a habit of watching a movie, because I really enjoy doing that. And so I'm going to move vacuuming on Thursday. And then I want to mark that I did watch Planning Together with Shannon. I believe Shannon was the name of the guest. Let's see. I think I'm going to use a flag. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this flag here to mark that. I think one of my biggest takeaways from her conversation with Darian was that you need to live for yourself and not others. And you need to do those things that bring you joy. Because I feel like it's so easy to do what others expect of you or do what others want you to do. But then, like, I feel like it's not good because you forget about yourself and your own needs. And ultimately, when you don't do those things that are in your heart that you want to do, like, I feel like you kind of suffer the consequences because you're not as happy, you know? And I feel like your body recognizes that you are not doing those things that bring you joy. So I just felt like that was such a powerful thing to remember, to live for yourself and do those things that bring you joy. Do those hobbies like planning or whatever it is that brings you that joy, that spark of energy. I did have potatoes with ketchup, and honestly, I love potatoes with ketchup. They're so good. So I did also watch again The Three Deaths of Maricela Escobedo. Maybe I'm just going to use a little icon to mark that. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one here. Put it right here. And then now we're at Friday. Let's see what I should use for Friday. No, I think I'm going to use this blue one here. Friday. And mine, keep it simple sticker. Right here. There we go. So I did do some job progress, and I think what works for me is that I have to time myself. So for 30 minutes, I know that that's what I'm going to work on, and after the 30 minutes, I can take a break and I can do something else. I feel like that really, really works for me because otherwise I feel like there is no end. Like I don't know like when I'm going to stop the activity. And for that, I definitely want to use, like, I think I'm going to use the spooky one here. Alright, there. Oh, that's super crooked. I'm going to put it right there. There we go. Much better. And I want to use this sticker here. SPC to mark that. There we go. Did do my weekly review this day, so I'm going to use a label for that. I'm going to use this one here for my weekly review. And then today, on this Friday, I saw the covers for the Moxie Life Planner, which I am very, very excited about because I plan on purchasing this planner, so it's really cool to see the covers. So I think I'm going to use this flag here to mark that. Super exciting. There we go. I'm going to use it to mark that. Moxie Life Planner. And then I watched a whole bunch of review videos. I think I watched 2 or 3. It was kind of fun. Also on this day, I watched The Shining, which I'm going to use this red box definitely to mark that. I've watched The Shining like several times, but I feel like this time I really was able to see like how Jack and Wendy have like a very, what I would say, like sad and like I don't know, just a sad relationship because he treats her very badly, and I think I didn't really see that the first couple of times that I watched the film, but then this time I saw it and I was like, wow, their relationship is dysfunctional, you know? But anyways, I did watch that film there. I did also creative journal. I don't know if I want to mark that again. Let's see. Should I watch that I took a picture of my mom and my brother, and then I did spend time with my mom in the garden. What to mark? I think I'm going to mark spending time with my mom in the garden, so I'm going to use this little heart here. I like joining her there. Let's see. All right, so let's move on to Saturday. So Saturday I had my cocoa for breakfast, which I love. I think I'm going to use this coffee cup for that, even though it's not coffee. To mark my cocoa for breakfast. And then I did shop for kids this day, so I'm going to use this box here. I got some, Jessica Hart's was having a Winter Wonderland sale, so she released like 3 different kits. And I got 3 kits, I believe. And I'm so excited because I plan to use them in January, which is super cool. Let's see what I can use to mark that. So I was super excited about that. I think I'm going to use... No, I don't want to use this sticker. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to use the money icon. It was having like 20% off if you spend $30 or more. And I love those kits that she released. Super cool. I also did buy some Amazon products because I ran out of cream and I needed to buy some. So I'm going to use, I think, this green one here. I needed to buy some things like floss. This looks kind of crooked. So I need to do some shopping there. Let's see what I can use. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, then moving on. I did watch a haul, and I did my budget weekly check-in. So I definitely want to mark my check-in with my budget. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this green label here to mark that. And this is going to be for my check-in. And then I watched a Sara Marie video where she was talking about how it was basically a budgeting 101. I think I'm going to use... I think I'm going to use this box here from this freebie. So I'm going to be using the sticker to mark my budget check-in. This one to mark my budget check-in, and this one for the Sara Marie video on budgeting 101. And I realized that I need to make some changes in my budget because I feel like I'm overspending on some things. So I kind of have to get that in line. So I think I'm going to use this SPC sticker to mark that. I did my budget check-in and I want to make some changes. I was making kind of like a mock budget. So we'll see how that works out for me. I think last I'm just going to mark that I did some extra reading this day. So I'm going to use this label here. There we go. And then moving on to Sunday. So I did have my cocoa for breakfast, so I think I'm going to use little straw for that. And then I was journaling some ideas, so I'm just going to use this label here for that. And I love this color red. It's so cute. And then I did watch Armed to the Teeth. This wasn't like a new release on Netflix. I'm going to use this movie marquee for that. Right here. It wasn't like a new release, but it was like on my recommended, I believe. And it was really good. I highly recommend it. It's also about, it's about these 2 teenagers who were basically made out to be criminals when in reality they weren't. They were two students that were studying in a university, I believe it was Monterrey Tech in Mexico, and the media and the government basically said that they were criminals, which wasn't the case. They were lying, all to cover up like a mistake that they made, but they, you know, they made them out to be criminals, and they were basically executed, which is, it's very sad. But I just enjoyed it because I don't know, I feel like it get kind of like, I enjoy documentaries like this because I feel like it widens my perspective and expands my world, because I become aware of things that I don't necessarily think about on a daily basis. And I think for me, it's important to acknowledge the things that are happening in the world and to kind of like, you know, bring my own light, because I know there's a lot of sad things that happen, but I want to make a difference through the actions that I take, you know. But anyways, it's on Netflix and it was pretty good. I also wanted to mark that I watched Planners and Wine. And the interviewee was, they were interviewing Simply Gilded, which Irene from Simply Gilded. And I thought it was so cool because she has like awesome washi. And yeah, so I feel like my biggest takeaway from that conversation was that, you know, you should just try to do the things that you want to do, you know. She felt underappreciated in her job and felt like she was just another worker, despite all the hard work that she put into her job and the extra projects that she took on. She didn't feel like she was valued in her, I believe it was a pharmaceutical job. But so she decided to take a risk, you know, and do something that she was actually passionate about. Like, I really like how she talked about that your body lets you know when you're out of alignment with what you were doing, because I think that I've experienced that as well. Like, you know, I frequently have like stomach aches, and even in the past, and I feel like sometimes it is just because I'm not necessarily happy with what I'm doing sometimes. And I just feel like your body is like very intelligent. I think I'm gonna use this box here to mark also that I started reading a book by Mariana Atencio. And last but not last, the last thing that I want to mark is I'm going to use this box to mark that I also did some creative journaling on this day, and it was basically answering the question like, what are your strengths and gifts? And it was really cool because when I was doing like answering that question, I kind of thought about all those things that have interested me in the past, but that I have not necessarily pursued. Like photography, like I have always loved taking pictures, and I've always wanted to get like you know, one of those DSLR cameras, and I feel like that's still a goal of mine, but I think I almost like forgot about it. I just love those fashion editorial images that are taken, especially when it comes like you know, the people and just creating this mood. I thought it was super cool, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to forget about those things that interest me and that ultimately like really call my attention, because, you know, I think life is just way too short to not like, you know, look into those things that kind of call you in a way. All right, so this is the end of my spread. This is how it turned out. I'm really happy with how it looks. I love the color red and the green. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.